first time I ever saw Prezi when Daniel made a present. She was our teacher of the year last year, and she did the presentation at the beginning of the year. And I was like, whoa! I mean, because it was like the screen was, are y'all familiar with Prezi at all?
No.
The screen was like going all over the place. It was zooming in and zooming out, and I was like, this is awesome. And did you learn about it through the IT program, or you?
Yes.
Okay, so she learned about it through the IT program. This is a Prezi I made, which is about making Prezis. I just want you to look at it. I'm just going to kind of talk you through it, and then we're going to work on doing some Prezis. On making a Prezi. It looks like this. With a Prezi, you, like PowerPoint kind of, you start with a template. But with a Prezi, it's all on one canvas. It's not a theme that runs throughout your presentation. It's all on one canvas. And it gives you places where you can go ahead and enter, your type, kind of like a PowerPoint, but you can add more to them. You can add images and video. When you're looking for the templates, they have a lot of templates in there, some really wonderful templates, and you can look for a template that's kind of a visual metaphor for whatever your story is, or your idea is. It can be clashing heads. I saw somebody did this about Romeo and Juliet and the two families, and the things about the two families and how they conflicted. If you have something that starts with roots and then grows out. These circles and arrows are completely editable in the Prezi. So if you're doing something about people moving from place to place, this is a good one because it gives you that map. Just a simple graphic of ideas and growing or brainstorming. You can upload a PowerPoint to your Prezi if you've already got a PowerPoint, and I'm going to take you through that. It's pretty simple. You have to have a completely blank canvas, and I'll show you how to do that. And then you get to choose your the style that you want to come in, the layout, and it'll bring them in. However, it will not bring in your templates. If you bring in a PowerPoint, you're going to bring in your pictures and your words, but it won't bring in any of the template that you already have. There's boxes that already have type, and you can create new boxes for type. It's either going to be a title, a subtitle, or body. You can change the color. You can change the size. Everything is very editable. You can add more frames. And when you have a frame, you can make it bigger or smaller, move it around, and these corners are grabbable so that you can tilt it. Like we saw that type that moved around like that, that's how they did that. They tilted that around. When you're adding images, you can either go from a file, just like we did for Movie Maker, and find it, or it takes you right to Google Images, and it looks like this. And this was a little disconcerting to me when I first did it, because I just wanted to go to Google Images and look, but it does it just like this on top of your canvas, and then you choose the one that you want from there, and you upload it, and it's right there. You can also add videos into the Prezi, which is nice, because that's the problem that we've been having today, having to go back and forth. We have problems. You get to decide where you want, how you want the camera, so to speak, to go on the canvas. And just like on a PowerPoint, when you see your slides over here, and just like you did with Movie Maker, you can grab them and move them to where you want them to go. And so it's easy. You'll see. And invisible frames is a way that you add slides on the bottom, and I'll show you how to do that. All right, if y'all can go to your Prezi page, and you're going to want to open, well, I'll tell you what, before you do that, you can go ahead and do that, but I want to show you how you do a PowerPoint, just a simple way to do a PowerPoint. When you do a PowerPoint, and it asks you for a template, you want to choose blank. Choose blank, but then you want to get rid of the circle, because you don't want that circle. You want a completely blank canvas to do your PowerPoint. So if you're going to do a PowerPoint, choose the blank, and then highlight that circle, and then delete it. Once you delete it, then you're going to go up to the icon on the top that says PowerPoint, and you're going to choose a I've already got a PowerPoint about the artistry to Kahlo. It uploads your slides, I just really want y'all to watch this so you'll know how to do it. I've had many frustrating moments trying to get my PowerPoint into Prezi, and it's because I didn't have a completely blank canvas. Because I had them in, but then there was this whole template over here, and it didn't bring them in. And so you just need to know if you're going to do PowerPoint, make your canvas blank. Go to blank and get rid of that circle. Then you have an option on how you want them to come in. And there's many paths you can choose. I had a PowerPoint on here. I just want y'all to see this. We're going to work together on a Prezi, but this is just for y'all to see. And then you just insert them, and you click check, and there, that's your canvas. And then you can, from there, you can move them around and do what you want.
So you insert it before you did a
template. Well, the first thing you have to do with Prezi is choose a template. And, right, so that's why you choose blank, because it only has one thing on it, and then you can get rid of it. And then you can go to your PowerPoint. Okay, if we want to go back to our Prezi, and you want, can y'all see where you open a new Prezi? Okay, you want to open a new Prezi, and it's gonna, we're just gonna take, I'm just gonna take you through a few steps on the Prezi. I think it would be easier if we all chose the same template for this, but there's tons of templates, guys. Tons of templates. So I kind of like this one with the owl. So let's choose that one. Prezi is very prickly, I have found. I don't know, it's sometimes it seems to grab things you don't want.
But that is how you do it.
Yeah, that is how you do it. Let's add our text. Let's add a title. If you double click there, you have a choice of title, subtitle, or body. And since it's the largest, let's make it title. I'm going to call mine Wisdom, since we got an owl there. There you go. And while you have that typed, you can go ahead if you want to and see what it looks like as a subtitle, see what it looks like as a body. Just, if you click on those, it'll show you those different fonts.
Right.
You can also decide you want to make it bigger by clicking on the large A. That'll make it bigger. You can make it smaller by clicking on the small A. And of course, you can change the color. If you want to change the color, you have to highlight it, just like you do in Word or anything else. Change the color, click on it, and there you have it. Now you can click on it and you get that box. After you click out your text box, you should be able to click on it and you get the box that is kind of the animation box. Do you have that? Can you make that box?
Which box? I'm getting distracted.
Can you see a blue box? Can you make a blue box around your type?
I can.
Okay. Now you can still make it bigger. You can put it on the hand. You can move it around. And if you go over one of the corners, you can tilt it. If you want to tilt it, you can tilt it. There you go. I'm going to make mine a little smaller. So there's our type. And this right here is the path right now. This is the path that they've established for us, which is the main canvas and these 3 circles. That's the path. If you want, like, say you wanted to get rid of one of those circles, you can click on that and there's your circle. And you can add type to it. But what I want us to do now is to try to import an image, okay? One other thing, let me tell you. I forgot to tell the last group this. Once you've got your template, you see there's still a template thing up here.
Yes.
If you click on that, click on those 3 little dots,
Okay.
you can completely change your colors on your template. Because it's an owl at night, I thought, well, let's make him midnight. And it makes your whole screen black. So, and that's real easy to do. If you don't like it, you can just click undo, and it'll take you back where you were. But you can, those are your choices. You can also customize your typefaces, for those of us who like to play with type. So now I've got different typefaces, that's good. Let's try to add an image, okay? So we're going to click on image up here, the little tree. Bless you. Let's go to Google Images because we don't really have anything on files on these computers. And I'm going to look for a nest since I'm in a tree. You might want to look for something else, but click up on the images on the little green tree at the top.
I don't have that.
You don't have that? You know, somebody earlier had a different looking Prezi thing. Go to insert and see what happens. Go to image, there you go.
Thank you.
I don't know where that came from. And I don't know why yours looks like that.
Yeah, you put wherever.
Okay, then
Just scroll down a little.
you can scroll through to find your images.
Okay.
I'll take this nest. And then you're going to click insert, and it'll bring it in. It doesn't bring it in where you want it to go. It just plops it down in the middle of the canvas, which is pretty inconvenient, I find. Then you can get the blue box around it, your editing box, and you can either continue to click the minus key to make it smaller, which is probably easiest, then move it out of the way. But see, now there is no path to that picture. That picture is just on the canvas, but the camera is not going to go on to that path. I want to put my picture up here in the branches, but I want my camera to go there. The way you do that is to add an invisible frame. So you go back to frames. And the very bottom one is invisible frame. Draw invisible frame. Click on draw invisible frame. The arrow, the point of the arrow is where your frame's going to be. So you want to draw a box around your picture. Once you do that, it puts it in your queue here. Okay? So now my nest egg is available for me to have it as part of my sequence.